This will be another important concept again, composite functions. Composite functions, and you should have read it and learned about it from the videos. Now, how do I know it's composite function is because of this symbol in here. Okay, and when I read this, I would read as F composed with G. That's how I read it. But when I write it, I write F and then I put a little circle in the middle and then G. And the meaning of that little circle is F composed with G. And what is the meaning of it? The meaning of it is you're finding the value of the function f of g of x. So in other words, the right hand side function will go into the left function. And it's always the right goes into the left. So if I say g composed with f, then f would go into g. Okay, and the order does matter. It's always the one on the right hand side that go into the next. Okay, so here my two functions are given. F of x is given as 3x plus 1 and g of x is given as 2x squared minus 1. And the part A of the problem is asking me to find the function that you get when you're composing f composed with g. In other words, the meaning of this is f of g of x. Again, what it means is finding the value of f when your x value is 2x squared minus 1. That's g of x. Again, you know how to do this. You'll plug in the value in the place of x. So it's 3 times 2x squared minus 1. Then there's a plus 1 outside. So I go simplify this. This would be 6x squared minus 3 plus 1, or it's 6x squared minus 2. And this is the composed function for f composed with g. If I'm going g composed with f, it will be a completely different answer that I would get. Okay. Now for part B of the problem, there are two ways I can do it. One is, since it's asking me to find the value of f composed with g of 2, and since I already know f composed with g is 6x squared minus 2, I can go ahead and plug in the 2 here and simplify it. So it's 6 times 2 squared is 4 minus 2. 4 times 6 is 24 minus 2, which would be 22. So this is one way of doing the problem. Okay. Now imagine, suppose I didn't have part A in this section. And if it's just asking me to do part B, then there is an alternate way to do part B. So since I did part A here, I think I can do part B just by plugging 2 in. But if I didn't have to do part A, and they just asked me part B, one of the things I can do is first find what the value of it is when g of 2 is. And why g? Because g is always the right function, right? So g of 2 is. And whatever the output I get for g of 2 is going to be the input for f. So 2 times 2 squared minus 1. So it's 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is, right, 7. And then this 7 is going to be my input for f of 7. So I would go 3 times 7 plus 1. So 21 plus 1, which is 22. So this is also another way of doing the same problem. You'll get the same answer.